Good afternoon and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here this afternoon with Maggie and Brandy, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is Maggie's ability to understand and respond to her formal on-leash obedience commands. The correction and the motivation that we give the puppies when we're working with them, and the training equipment that we're using. Brandy is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and she keeps the bulk of the leash folded neatly in her right hand. That leaves her left hand free to give any correction that's needed, and the only correction that we give is a gentle tug and release on the training collar. And that is the second piece of equipment that we're using. Your kids are going to come home with their very own training equipment, and you're going to be taught how to use that properly during your follow-up training session on Monday. Now, she is sitting very nicely at Brandy's left, which is where all of our obedience training is done. And the first exercise that she's going to demonstrate for you is heeling. Heeling is proper leash walking, and the command is Maggie, heel. Now, keep in mind, this is going to be a really important exercise for you guys at the campground in the summer, that the dog walks nicely next to your left leg, not forging ahead, not lunging out, but walking at your pace next to your left leg. And when you stop, she has been taught to sit automatically without being told to wait for her next command. And granted, we don't have campers with other dogs and all of that out here, but it is very windy day. We do have kamikaze squirrels, and she is focused on what she's doing. She's staying right by Brandy's left leg, and each time Brandy stops her feet, she is sitting automatically without being told, and everything with her is about 4 on the floor. If Brandy speeds up, Maggie speeds up. When she stops, Maggie sits, and she gets praised for a good job. Now, the next command that we're going to demonstrate for you is the sit-stay. The stay is a hand and a voice command, and because it is a stationary exercise, you do not use her name. It's just the one-word command to stay. You're going to start out, and you can practice indoors as well as outdoors, about 20 to 30 seconds, and add 5 seconds a day. This helps to develop focus and self-control. When Brandy returns back to her, she walks counterclockwise all the way around her. Maggie should remain seated till Brandy gets back to her shoulders and gives her another command. And they take off heeling again. So far, she's doing a great job of showing off her new skills, and she's looking up at Brandy. She's matching pace. She sits, she looks up, she's waiting for her next command. And you can practice this indoors as well as outdoors. If a nasty day, practice indoors. Now, this time, instead of returning back to her, Brandy's going to use her name, and she's going to call her in, and Maggie's been taught to come and sit, not come and jump all over you. And that was her biggest problem when she arrived at school, was the jumping. And she's learning to keep her 4 feet on the ground. She's learning to accept praise without jumping all over you. She's learning to come to you without jumping all over you. Brandy leaves her in another sit-stay. She turns to face her. She makes her hold that so she knows what stay means. Don't rush through your commands too fast, and Brandy will demonstrate to come again. She makes her voice happy, but she doesn't allow her to jump on her. She's really putting her best foot forward today for the camera. We don't always get that. Brandy's praising her as she's walking with her to keep her focused and to let her know that she's doing a good job. Now, the next command that we're going to demonstrate is the down from a heel position. So with your dog seated at your left, you take your left open palm, push it straight down toward the ground, and give the one-word command to down and stay. Now, she is not supposed to sniff the ground or in any way be distracted. And if you see Brandy take a step in and tell her no, it's because she was sniffing and she knows better. Down is down, and you can practice in your living room, you can practice outside, anywhere that you want. The long down stay is a little bit longer. It's from 1 minute working up to 5. When Brandy returns back to her, she walks all the way around, again stops at her shoulders, and at this point gives another command. And they take off healing again. This is great physical as well as mental exercise for these guys, and they really need that because they're very smart dogs.
Down. No.
Now she's not doing it.
Down.
So that shows you what to do if she doesn't do it on the first time. It's no, you can even heal her out of it and repeat it. Brandy called her in. And then the very last command that we're going to be demonstrating for you is her down from a distance. She's a really bright girl. She knows these commands. Brandy leaves her in a stay. Now, you don't have to go all the way to your end of your leash in the beginning. You're going to work up to that. She's going to use her right hand to give the command.
Down.
And you can see she knows exactly what she's supposed to be doing. Sometimes she'll take her time, but she knows this. Now, we have demonstrated for you all of Maggie's formal on-leash obedience commands. She has done a really good job with us here at school, and if you notice, she, even with being praised, she's staying all four on the ground. So we're going to be working with you on Monday and teaching you how to do this as well. We've certainly enjoyed having your kids. They're great. And we will see you very soon. Thank you for choosing Nora's Dog Training Company, and we'll be back with her brother.